How did India become the biggest exporter of oil products to the European Union? In a matter of 4 years, India has come from nowhere to become the biggest exporter. Here is a small slide that explains it. If you want more details, there are links available in the description section. Feel free to read those things, and please like this video because I just have a few slides to explain to you what happened. The Mauke pe Chauka moment for India, that is grabbing the opportunity with both hands when the opportunity presented itself. Here we go. How India became the biggest exporter of oil products to the EU. India's export of petroleum products to Europe has seen a significant increase. In fact, the percentage, when I reveal it, is going to blow your mind. Capitalizing on a refining loophole. Remember that, refining loophole. India has emerged as the largest exporter of oil products to the EU. This has everything to do with all those things where, somebody asked Dr. Jaishankar, how can you be importing crude from Russia when there is a ban in place, and how he said, what we get in a month, you take it in an afternoon. But then while he was saying all that, all this was also taking place. So let's just walk back and understand where it all started. Between 2018 and 2019 to 2023 to 2024, it's a 4-year period, India's petroleum exports to key European markets surged by an astounding 253,788%. But that means from nowhere it has come to a very significant number. This dramatic rise was initially driven by pandemic-related logistical factors and later sustained by geopolitical shifts, particularly the war between Russia and Ukraine and then the sanctioning of Russia. In 2022, most of India's oil exports were directed to Europe following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, with India becoming the second largest buyer of Russian crude. Here something really funny happened, and it's very funny in the sense that it worked out to India's favor, because India could actually buy this crude at a discounted price and also pay for it using rupees. So they get the crude in rupees, then the export is done in dollars. So you are getting both a market for your rupees and also you're getting paid dollars in exchange for the finished product. Whatever it is, diesel or petrol or whatever the number you can think of. In 2023, Indian oil product export to Europe surged following the EU and UK's ban on Russian diesel. By 24th October, that is October of 2024, India's refined fuel exports to Europe had increased by an approximate 75% compared to 2023. From 2023 to 2022, the number had shot up by 75%. Now, in November 2024, two months ago, India's refined fuel exports to Europe hit a record high of approximately 400,000 barrels per day. India's exports of diesel to the EU has jumped 58% in the first 3 quarters of 2024. Who's the port, or which is the port that is getting most of the traffic? Rotterdam in Netherlands. So Netherlands looks like the top European importer, but remember, EU is a single big block. We don't know where the oil flows from there, but the bulk of the stuff looks like it is moving into Netherlands. In terms of value, India's petroleum exports to these European nations grew from $5.9 billion in 2018-19 to $20.5 billion in 2023-24, marking an increase of nearly 250%. The substantial growth occurred despite fluctuations in global oil prices during the pandemic. Now that India has become the largest exporter of oil products to the EU, the key refineries happen to be in Jamnagar, Vadinaar and New Mangalore. So these are all the places, the ports from where it is getting exported, and most likely they have refineries very close to them. Certainly Jamnagar refinery is right there, very, very close to the port. The EU sanctions on Russian oil led to a restructuring of global oil trade routes. India capitalized on this by importing this. I explained this to you. These developments highlight India's growing role in the global petroleum market, particularly in supplying refined products to Europe and amid shifting geopolitical landscape. I bet you these people who were producing refined products must have been high-fiving each other when they found out that Nord Stream 2 pipe had been blown up by Ukraine, because these are all significant events in history. And I'm going to give you another monologue where I talk about how it has been on the Europe side, what has been happening in Europe, who is getting more, who is getting less, and what is going on there. So that's also another interesting story. I hope you like this one. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.